Hey guys, today we're going to do a lesson on geography maps and coordinate planes. This does address our social studies and math standards, which are listed down below here. Okay, geography maps. Geography maps contain various parts that help us understand how to better read them. On most maps, you should be able to find the following items. Now, this is a list that you will find the items on most maps. The parts that are shown above with an asterisk, which is this little star right here, are shown in the map to the side. So this map does have a title. It is called Map of the World. This map does not have a grid. A compass rose, which is right over here, north, south, east, and west. A scale, which shows us down here that 1 inch equals 1 mile. A legend or a key, which is not on this map, and labels. For example, we have North America right here in the green, Africa right here in the yellow, and the Indian Ocean right here with the seagull. We're going to watch the following video to further learn about parts of maps. Thank you for being patient as the video loads.
Why don't you let me do that? Hey, that reminds me. Dear Tim and Moby, maps confuse me like nobody's business. Help. Yours, Scoop. Hello, Scoop. Moby has a problem with maps too, but they're really not all that complicated. A map is just a representation of some part of the Earth's surface. There are all different kinds of maps. Physical maps show natural features like mountains, rivers, lakes, oceans, and other parts of the natural landscape. Political maps show borders of areas like countries, states, and cities. These can shift as wars are fought and government changes happen. Historical maps show movements of people, changing borders, battles, and other historical events. This one shows the march of Napoleon Bonaparte's army into Russia. The blue arrows represent Napoleon's army, and the red arrows represent the Russian army. There are lots of other types of maps, each with different uses. There are nautical maps, geologic maps, topographic maps, and road maps, just to name a few. Most maps, though, have certain things in common. One thing just about any map will have is lines that show country borders and major rivers. This map shows the mineral resources of Africa. Yeah, you can really make a map of pretty much anything. On this map, colors and symbols play a big role. Symbols are little pictures used to represent anything you want. Here, gray triangles represent fuel, yellow squares represent precious metals like gold, blue circles represent gemstones, and gray circles represent nonmetals. Oh, I just looked at the legend, or key. A legend tells you what the symbols, lines, and colors on a map mean. See, this one shows what the symbols represent. Labels are words that can explain something about the map. This one says Tropic of Capricorn. A compass rose tells you which way north, south, east, and west are. And a map's scale shows the ratio between the distance on the map and the distance in real life. On this map, 1 inch equals about 1,000 miles. Finally, there's latitude and longitude. Those lines can tell you your exact location on the planet. And there you have it, maps. No, I don't think we should do a movie about how to fold maps. Well, maybe.
Okay, perfect. That gives us another breakdown of how maps are used. Okay, let's get back to our PowerPoint. That also told you about latitude and longitude, and it broke down different things on our map, like the compass rose and the scale, and showed you different things about the map. It just gave you another idea of what a map looks like and different types of maps. Our next slide is our assignment, labeling a geography map. So let's label this map. Below are the following parts we need to label the map to the left. Each part is tagged with a letter. We just have to figure out which one it belongs to. Good luck! So, if you see over here, we have the letters A, B, C, D, E, and F. And over here, we have the parts of our map. We have a title, a grid, a compass rose, a scale, a legend or a key, and the labels. On your notebook paper, I want you to write this list down, title, grid, compass rose, scale, legend, and labels. And then I want you to look at the map, pause the video, look at the map, and try to label each one with the letter that corresponds to it. For example, I will give you the first answer. A title is what the map is called. So normally the title is at the very top of the map. So if I go to the very top of the map, I have this right here and it says World Map. That is the letter D. So beside title, you will write the letter D on your notebook paper. Then you have to finish the rest of these with all the corresponding letters to each part of the map. On our next slide, we have coordinate planes in our neighborhood. Now this goes into the math part of our lesson. So I want you to remember that the x-axis is horizontal along the bottom of the grid. So I've labeled it right here, x-axis. It's along the bottom. Then the y-axis is vertical along the side of the grid. I've labeled the y-axis right here, going straight up. Okay? The origin, which we've talked about in class before, is located at 0, 0. That's where you start every single time. So 0, 0 is going to be right here. Remember, an ordered pair, the X always comes first. Remember, we talked about the alphabet. When you sing your ABCs, X comes before Y. So you always want to start with the X-axis and then go into the Y-axis. Okay? So, if our school, which is Stratton Elementary, which I've wrote right here with our bulldog, is at 5-5, where is McDonald's located? Let me go to our next slide really quick. Okay, so if we're at 5-5, so remember you start at your x-axis first, which is on the bottom, 5, and we go up to the 5, which is the Y. Where is McDonald's located? So if you look on your map, we have McDonald's right here. And on your piece of notebook paper, I just want you to write McDonald's, and then you'll put the coordinate, the order pair beside it. So if you look at McDonald's, if you start at your X and you go up to your Y, and you can slide over, that would be this next number. Okay, now Freedom Skate Park. I've not put the picture of it on the slide, but I have given you 2 letters. Okay, you have an A and you have a B. Freedom Skate Park is located at 8, 9. Which letter from the coordinate plane would that be? So remember, I said you start at your X, so your X is going to be 8, and your y is going to be 9. So try to figure out which one Freedom Skate Park is. Is it A or B? And on your piece of notebook paper, just write Freedom Skate Park and write the letter A or B. The next question says, what would the ordered pair for Walmart be? Okay, now I have the picture of Walmart right here, but the ordered pair is going to come from this yellow dot. Okay, remember your X comes first. Okay, and Family Dollar is located at the ordered pair 1, 3. Which letter from the coordinate plane would that be? So, it would be easy if you just look at Freedom Skate Park, and if it were A, then Family Dollar would be B. But you need to check to make sure. So, if Family Dollar is located at 1, 3, remember your X comes first. So, your X would be 1, and your Y would be 3. So, would that be A or B? Okay, so you need to answer those questions. And then we're going to come over here. This is just extra questions about coordinate planes, just to see if you were paying attention. So which ordered pair is the origin? All you need to do on your notebook paper is write down 1 through 6, and then just give me the answer beside it. You don't have to write out your questions. So number 1 was, which ordered pair is the origin? Remember, that's where you start every time. Number 2, in an ordered pair, which one comes first? The Y or the X? Think about the alphabet. Number 3, where is the x-axis located on a coordinate plane? Where do you go first when you first start looking for your ordered pairs? Number 4, where is the y-axis located on a coordinate plane? Number 5, how could we use a coordinate plane when creating a geography map? That one's a little tricky. I want to see who can get that one. Number 6, how else could we use a coordinate plane in math? We've done a couple of these in class, and I want to see what else you guys can come up with. So there's your questions. If you need to pause the video right here to go ahead and jot down your answers, then you can go ahead and do that. Okay, here's your challenge. I want to see who can do this. There might be a special prize in it if you can. I want you to create your own map with various parts of a map, or create your own coordinate plane map of your neighborhood. So, if you look back, let's go back to this slide right here. I created this map. Now this map, we could put an x-axis on the bottom and a y-axis on the side and make various questions with it to try to find out, for example, where North America is, where Europe is, because of the grid lines behind it. Now, you have to create your own map of either your neighborhood or a map of a place that you would like to go when you grow up. Like I would like to go to New Zealand. Maybe I could research different parts of New Zealand and create my own coordinate plane map. So that's your challenge. I want to see who can come up with their map using a coordinate plane with the x-axis and a y-axis. Okay? All right, here's some of your reminders. Make sure to answer all questions throughout the lesson and have them ready for our next live Zoom. Continue to read and take try to take 2 AR tests a week. I know sometimes it's hard with being at home all the time, and especially with the rain and stuff, you don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything, but try to read as much as you can. Complete iReady math and reading minutes. Try to do 20 minutes a day in both. And there are still Science A to Z lessons that you can still complete. The lessons now are on ecosystems. Okay, that is all I had for today. Here are your reminders. Don't forget, and I will see you guys soon.